I accidentally leaned my head on Anne's shoulder and fell asleep. The next second, she actually took off her sock and shoved it into my mouth. I woke up gasping for air pretty quickly. I looked at the bright-colored sock in my hand, then at Anne's foot, and instantly understood what had happened.
Did you do that?
You need to snore less. You're not at home.
Why didn't you tell me? I would stop.
I tried. Jerk.
Talking was useless. I pulled a sharp knife from my pocket, cut her sock in half, and then, under her shocked gaze, stuffed the two pieces into her ears like earplugs. Then I leaned my head back on her shoulder. But to my surprise, Anne didn't back down. She pulled a razor out of her bag and got ready to shave my beard.
Are you out of your mind?
I teach you some manners.
You're psycho!
When she saw she was losing, she yelled at the driver to kick me off the bus. I told the driver to throw that crazy woman off too. But when Anne heard me call her a crazy woman, she grabbed a cup of coffee and splashed it at me. I dodged it in time, but the passenger next to me wasn't so lucky. In the end, we both got thrown off the bus by the driver. Anne kept complaining nonstop, blaming me for everything. I could only apologize and try to calm her down, saying this wasn't the time to argue. The most important thing was to find another ride and get out of this deserted place. But after trying several times, I realized there was no signal here at all. To get out of there as fast as possible, I raised my hand to try to stop a car, but no driver was willing to pull over. Seeing this, Anne quickly lifted her skirt, trying to use her charm to attract passing drivers. To make herself look more like a helpless single woman, she even told me to hide behind a tree. Soon, a red car stopped in front of her. She immediately put on a pitiful face and begged the driver for help, saying she was being followed by a crazy man. The driver took one look at me sneaking around behind the tree, believed every word she said, helped her with her luggage, and let her in. I was furious and couldn't even be bothered to explain. But after the car drove off, something felt wrong. The driver's eyes were way too strange. A few minutes later, I saw the car pulled over on the side of the road. I walked over and peeked through the window.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
I asked the driver where Anne was. He said she had already gotten out and walked away, but I could tell right away he was lying. Anne and I were heading to the same place. She would never get off in the middle of nowhere. I demanded he open the trunk. Instead, he pulled out a gun and told me to back off. My heart was racing. But just then, I saw a sock slide out from under the car. I realized she was inside. While he was distracted, I lunged forward, grabbed the gun, pinned him to the ground, and stuffed the sock into his mouth. Thanks to me, Anne was finally safe. Afterward, she looked at me, confused, and asked, "I humiliated you like that, and tried to leave you behind. Why would you risk your life to save me?"
Just because you acted like a jerk doesn't mean you're one. Maybe you just had a bad day or a bad week or even a bad month.